I'm doing well.
Okay, so what brought you out here to the park all by yourself?
Really to relax.
I hope I didn't bother you.
Kind of,
Oh, I
but
did.
it's okay. It's okay.
Well, no, let me tell you two secrets to help you.
Okay.
If you don't want to be bothered at the park, you have to be on your cell phone, or you have to have somebody sitting with you.
Right.
So if you're not on your cell phone, you don't have anybody sitting with you, you may be approached.
Okay, got you. But with that,
All right.
I have been on my cell phone before and people still bother me. So.
But see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing with them. They don't know the code.
Right.
Right, but I know the code.
So there's an unwritten code.
Right, there is an unwritten code. Right. So here's the deal. We want to do a quick interview about, what your background is in either religion or whether you background in Christianity.
Okay. Well, first of all, Christianity for me personally is not necessarily a religion. It's more a relationship with Christ, because religion is more so forced.
Okay.
It's a forced routine. But for me, Christianity is more of a relationship with Christ.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, because I wrote this.
Okay.
I wrote this. It said, you don't have to get lost in the church house to find God.
What does that mean?
Well, let me say it again, and then you tell me what your interpretation is. You don't have to get lost in the church house to find God.
Okay.
So what that means is that in order to have a relationship with God, you don't have to go to church on Wednesday night, the
Gotcha.
Sunday service, the Thursday service,
Gotcha.
the Saturday night service,
Yeah.
the single service. Does that sound about right?
So that question is, or that question or that comment is twofold for me. You don't necessarily have to go to church to be a Christian or to have a relationship with God. But however, God creates communities and groups like that. So it's essential for your growth, because you need people around you to grow. You can't just be by yourself all the time, because you'll stay stagnant. You're not having anybody else around
Right.
you to uplift you or to help you, especially during hard times.
Okay.
So,
Now, do you want to give us your name or no?
not really.
No. That's what I love about you. Like, put me on the internet, but I'm not giving you my name.
Right,
All right?
I mean,
Nothing wrong with that.
right? I don't know
So,
where this is going to end up. I don't
look,
mind, but
let me just, because I got these questions, trust me.
yeah,
Okay, now, are you married?
I'm not married.
Is that, let me see.
No ring,
Oh,
single.
Okay, let me ask you this. What's the holdup?
That's a great question. I think it's a lot of things. Because I've dated a couple men, right? It really is just different things, to be honest.
Okay, well, let me ask you. Let me help you, because I can see I caught you off guard.
Help me.
Okay, so
With
here's
that
the deal.
question, you did,
Yeah, here's the
though.
deal. I'm like, okay, so being married is not really about dating. Being married is really about, being one with yourself.
Okay.
Once you're one with yourself, then you'll find the right person. That's what I believe.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to find out from you is, so you ended up you've never been married?
Never been married.
Were you close? Oh, you weren't even close?
It depends on what you mean by close.
Okay,
I've been in a relationship where the guy wanted to marry me, but I didn't want to marry him.
Okay, yeah, okay. And why were you hesitant?
I didn't have a peace about it.
Oh, you didn't
have
feel
peace
right about it?
I didn't. And I think everything goes back to your peace, to your conviction. Right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How long were y'all dating?
Officially dating for like about a year.
Oh, a good year? And then you were like, hey, we got to go our separate ways? What was it that
I think sometimes people mistaken friendships for relationships, and everybody that you're friends with, you can't be in a relationship with them, because you guys can be completely two different people that can work in a friendship, but that doesn't mean that they're your life partner. And that was our problem.
Well, see, here's the deal, though. A year, that's quite some time. But y'all didn't live together, no?
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay. Did he try to stay over all the time?
No.
Did he make more money than you?
No, he didn't.
Oh, listen. Let me tell you something. I got 2 daughters.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got 2 daughters. I should have showed you the picture. Yeah, one's a model.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, one's a model. I'll show you the picture after the interview. Now, she's 20, and she already went through her first $1 million. Let me tell you why.
Really?
Let me tell you why.
Wow.
And I'm going to show you the picture after the interview. But the reason why is because I stressed the point to her when she was growing up, like 18, 17. I was like, you really need to have some standards set financially and make sure, because she was working at Popeye's Chicken. That was her first job, which
Okay.
nothing wrong with
Nothing
working
wrong,
fast food.
right.
You know, I'm glad my kid worked fast food because I want them in the service industry.
Okay.
But she was having my mom drive her to her boyfriend at the mall. And I was like, let me ask you something. You like one of the finest women in the whole city. You're 18 years old, and you're having my mother drive you to. I said, can't you at least get a boyfriend to have a car?
Did she not have a car?
He didn't have a car.
No, your daughter didn't have a car.
No, she did not have a car at that time.
Okay.
And she was still building her money up to buy her first car,
Gotcha.
which she bought a $4,000 Acura.
Okay.
But the bottom line is that about 9 months later is when she showed up in like the Range Rover. And I was like, what you doing with this? And then that's when she was like, well, I got with a new boyfriend named Jazz.
Okay.
I was like, well, what's Jazz do for a living?
Right.
She was like, Jazz is a celebrity photographer in Atlanta. And then the rest is history. She moved to Atlanta, she's gone. Right, yeah, she's been gone for she's been gone for like 2 years, and it's over with. Yeah, I'll show you a picture of her.
Are y'all still in contact?
No, yeah, we're still in contact, but she doesn't contact that often. See, that's because I should have spent more time explaining to her the value of kind of bonding with your parents,
Okay.
but at the same time too, I wanted to make sure she was self-sufficient,
Right.
and she is. But she's been with the same guy now like 3 years.
Are they married?
No. So that's what's going on my end. Now for you, so how long? What problems are you finding out here in the
Ultimately,
dating
it's
game?
just not. I just haven't met the right person. Right?
Are you trying to bump into one at the grocery store? Are you trying to find them online? Where are you trying to bump into them?
I'm not trying to necessarily do anything. I'm just trying to let fate happen, honestly. I don't believe in forced or rushed things.
Right.
Because then when you try to rush something, then you end up in a situation that you don't want to be in. Right? And I've been in too many of those, so
Okay,
I'm just chilling.
but here go the problem though.
Okay.
See, this is what my audience gonna be worried about.
Okay.
See, what made you think that it was okay to date a man that made less money than you?
I don't think there's a problem with that.
Okay, well let me tell you something. There's a problem with that.
I don't-
Now let me
there's not a problem.
no. Let me tell you why it's a
Audience,
problem.
don't listen to him. There's not a problem
No,
with
what
that.
I'm saying is, let me ask you this question. Now the man you dated had less money than you.
Right.
Did y'all last?
We didn't last.
Okay.
But that wasn't the reason. That issue actually never came up. Never. Because it wasn't an issue for me. Now, it may be an issue for other women, right? Because I'm not other people. But for me, it was never an issue.
So did you say he used the friend zone to get you?
No. What does that mean?
In other words, like he tried to play off like he was your friend in the beginning? Or did he just tell you from the beginning, like, would you consider seeing me personally?
I guess, I don't know. It was more of an organic type of move. Like, we started off as friends. And then he
Okay.
asked me out on a couple of days. And I was like, okay, let me see how this goes. And, we started developing feelings for each other. And then that's how it went.
Okay, let me tell you why I asked you that question.
Okay.
Because see, people are always curious how women meet men and how women end up getting involved with a man.
Okay.
In other words, like you have some women that are like, oh yeah, Jason was my coworker and he was a really nice guy, but it took me about 2 years before I finally noticed him. And then you have some women that were like, oh, from off the top, I was hoping he was gonna ask me out.
Okay.
Now let me ask you this last question. We're about to wrap this up.
Okay. Yeah, because I gotta.
Right.
I gotta
Have
get
you
back to
ever
work.
have you when you were single even today,
Okay.
do you ever look at like a brand new restaurant that's being promoted and you're like, oh, that's gonna be date night? Tell the truth now.
Sure.
Oh,
Not
you have
often,
okay.
But I've done it.
Oh,
I've
you
done it
have
before.
done that.
I have done it
So
before,
you've
yeah.
done it when you see that new restaurant going up, all the promo, your sister done already told you about it. She done called you and said, man, this restaurant's good to go. And you tell her, say, look, that's gonna be date night. Tell the truth.
I have done it before.
Oh,
Yeah,
you need to
yeah.
stop doing that. You need to stop doing that. Because, that ain't even right, because you ain't even met the guy yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You agree with me? Like, you ain't even met the guy yet. Now you're like, hey, that's going to be date night.
So that means that I can't speak things into existence.
Well, see, you know what, though? That may be true, too.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, as long as you... Because, like, back when I was in the game, and I've been out the game a long time.
Okay. You're not married or dating?
No.
Okay.
Nothing like that. No,
Okay.
and I love being single is forever if I
Okay.
could be.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of course. But that's another interview.
That is another interview.
Yeah, but the bottom line is, this is what I love, though. Now, are you okay if a man you dating and stuff, he starts slipping you a little cash every now and then?
that's a loaded question, right?
No. What I mean by that, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Let's say y'all are, y'all done had spent the weekend together or
Okay.
whatever. He had just got his paycheck or
Okay.
whatever. And then y'all about to go separate ways or whatever. He was like, hey, you know what? You need an extra $100 just to move around with for some gas money or something.
Okay.
You cool with that? Are you going to be like, yeah, that's fine?
Knowing me, I'd probably be a bit hesitant because I've been supporting myself forever. But if he had, good intentions about it and stuff like that, I wouldn't mind. I'm trying to be more open and less intimidating, so I wouldn't fight him on it.
Okay, now this last thing, can you tell them to please like, comment, and subscribe?
Y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.